Imagine trying to prove to a judge exactly what minute you left work on a random Tuesday like 3 years ago.
Right, using nothing but some crumpled, handwritten sign-in sheet.
Yeah, exactly. It's your word against a piece of paper, right? Well, if you do business in Mexico, that honor system is officially dead. In this deep dive, we're unpacking a major update to Mexican labor law, specifically Article 132, Fraction 34, and looking at why it, fundamentally changes how work hours are tracked and legally defended.
Because the old manual systems are just completely obsolete now.
Okay, let's unpack this because we're looking at a legal analysis detailing the new mandatory unalterable electronic time tracking requirements for employers.
Right, so the days of relying on a shared Excel sheet at the front desk, they are legally over. Systems now require immutable timestamps.
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking biometrics, personal PIN-ins, and full audit trails. And this isn't just for factory floors. It applies equally to remote workers using geolocated apps.
So we're basically moving from what's essentially a digital sticky note that anyone could alter to a digital vault. But how does that vault actually lock? Like, what stops a manager with admin privileges from just adjusting a punch-in time at the end of the week?
Well, what's fascinating here is how this creates true data integrity. It's not just a password-protected spreadsheet anymore.
Right.
These systems rely on those immutable timestamps. So when an employee uses their biometric PIN or a geolocated app, the software generates a cryptographic audit trail. If someone clocks in at 8:03 a.m., that data point is sealed.
So nobody can change it.
Exactly. It completely eliminates retroactive editing. The system permanently logs the exact entry every break and, every interruption.
Okay, so if the system locks the data permanently like that, I have to imagine this completely flips the script in a courtroom, right?
Right.
Like when a disgruntled employee takes you to court.
It absolutely does. In Mexican labor courts, there is this legal threshold called prueba plena, which basically means full proof. And remember, the burden of proof in these cases rests entirely on the employer. If you have a valid, unalterable electronic system, it generates that prueba plena. It defeats baseless overtime claims.
But if you don't,
If your system doesn't meet the standards, whatever hours the worker claims are legally presumed to be true.
wait, really? You just have zero defense?
Zero. The court just takes their word for it.
Wow. Well, here's where it gets really interesting. I mean, if the fines for noncompliance are 250 to 5,000 UMAs applied per affected worker, couldn't a simple software error just bankrupt a company?
It sounds extreme, but yes, it's the reality. The Ministry of Labor conducts very severe technical audits. If an inspector finds that your app allows retroactive edits, your system is invalid.
And then you get hit with massive fines for every single employee.
Right. If we connect this to the bigger picture, time tracking is now a high-stakes compliance issue, not just a mundane HR chore.
So given these massive financial and legal risks, businesses need to adapt immediately. Where do they even start?
There's a 4-step roadmap. First, conduct a tech audit to ensure you actually have those immutable timestamps.
Makes sense.
Second, update individual contracts to legally mandate these specific systems. But step 3 is the real bottleneck, integrating these systems with payroll.
Ah, for the exact double or triple overtime calculations.
Precisely. If your app doesn't sync flawlessly, your multiplier is off, making you non-compliant. And then step 4 is training managers.
What stands out to you? Because getting managers to adopt new software is hard enough without it being a massive legal liability.
Yeah, they have to be explicitly trained never to alter records because the system leaves a permanent footprint.
So what does this all mean? Ultimately, this law transforms time tracking into a critical legal shield. You either have the vault or you have no defense.
Which is true, and this raises an important question.
Right. If these unalterable logs record every single minute break and interruption with flawless precision, how will this new era of digital hyper-surveillance shift the psychological trust dynamic between employers and employees? Will you feel protected by the data or just constantly watched? Something to think about.